And what we've been trying to do is to remind, with the anti-psychopath pack, we're trying to remind people of the craziness and the chaos because they've forgotten about it.
You're sort of leveling up the weird argument around Donald Trump, at the same time reminding voters, okay, this is what he said. Is it getting under his skin?
Yeah, absolutely is getting under his skin. He issued a Truth Social post attacking me personally for taking out ads that he saw and did not like, and he got angry at Fox News because we put a lot of those ads on Fox News.
Well, they ain't going to turn down the money. So.
Well, they ain't going to turn down the money. Certainly local cable channels won't do it.
Transactional.
And we got it. And just to be on the safe side, so in case he goes into the clubhouse, we did some on ESPN and the Golf Channel. So he's coming in from the front nine to splash water on his face, and he can watch his craziness on television, courtesy of us. So that's what we're trying to do. We're doing that. That's part of. I mean, look, we have four purposes. One is to educate the public on his mental illness, his mental disorders, his psychological disorders. Two is to explain why those make him dangerous. He's a clown, and people laugh at him, and that's part of the reason why they don't take it seriously.
Right.
So but he is an ill man and should not be anywhere near any lever of power. Third is to get the press to talk about what they have consistently refused to talk about. I mean, there's a book written by a former executive editor of the Washington Post. They said, "Oh no, we're not going to talk about Trump's personality disorders." And fourth is to trigger him into demonstrating those disorders. And we've done it. And in his, after he had that disaster in front of the National Association of Black Journalists, he had a rally that night, and he started talking about, these people want to say that I'm cognitively deteriorating, and then he talked about Hannibal Lecter again, about Lecter being a psycho. It's like, well, those are words we were using. And, he's got in it. If you get in his head about a specific criticism, about something he's sensitive about, and he knows he's a fraud. He knows he's a pathological liar. That's why he didn't want to get fact-checked the other day in Chicago.
Right.
He knows he's not that smart. That's why he always says he's a stable genius and pretends to be the smartest person in the world. He knows he is not these things he has professed to be.
That was George Conway on MSNBC talking about his new anti-psychopath pack, a pack that he started to finally get people talking about Donald Trump's deteriorating mental state and the psychological flaws that he's had in his character throughout his entire life. And George Conway has been doing so with ads and billboards that we've shown on this show that have really hit close to home with Donald Trump. And he's been playing them near Mar-a-Lago and places that Donald Trump would watch, like Fox News. So Trump sees them and gets upset. And he did. And he's been lashing out at Conway and Fox because of that, just melting down on Truth Social. But like I said, these ads have hit really close to home for Trump. And the latest billboard that the anti-psychopath pack put up is really hitting close to home for Donald Trump because it is outside of Mar-a-Lago, and I want to check it out. This latest billboard right by Mar-a-Lago says, "Welcome to Mar-a-Lago, home of the felon." Now, this billboard was just recently put up, but I am sure Donald Trump will be seeing it. An angry Truth Social posting about it with his little fingers late into the night tonight because these ads drive him crazy. When George Conway had an ad playing on Fox from his anti-psychopath pack, Donald Trump immediately responded, calling Fox News the enemy and attacking George Conway personally because it just gets him so upset. George Conway knows how to push Donald Trump's buttons, and he did so again with this latest ad talking about how upset Donald Trump is getting, how much he is unraveling because the thing he loves most in life, himself, and his rallies are going to hell. They are absolutely falling off. No one wants to go to them. They're getting more empty than ever, and it's making Donald Trump furious. So let's check it out.
Donald Trump is rattled.
Donald Trump's speech in Atlanta, Georgia was a total disaster.
He's upset.
There was an entire section that was fairly empty. Donald Trump blamed the school.
School administration stopped us from getting another 500, 600, even 1,000 people in.
He's mad.
Kamala, she was here a week ago, lots of empty seats.
Not enough people want to go to his rallies anymore. They want to go to Kamala Harris's. Enjoy the rallies while they last, Donald, because pretty soon you're not going to have any. Learn more at psychopac.org.
Donald Trump loves bragging about the big size of his rallies. And of course, those are always exaggerated numbers that Donald Trump gives. But as you can see in that ad, and as we talked about previously on the show, Donald Trump's latest rally in Atlanta was relatively empty, at least compared to Kamala Harris's rally in the same arena. And Donald Trump was attacking her, saying that it was barely full, that no one came, and if they did, they left early, which of course wasn't the case. It was another one of Donald Trump's lies. But to put that in comparison and to the arena that we saw with tons of empty seats in the back, absolutely hilarious. And for the people who did show up, they were pretty disturbed. Some Republicans after the event said that the rally was so bad, so disastrous, that they think Donald Trump will be losing Georgia. One rally in Atlanta could cost Donald Trump the entire state because he was so bad. And another example of how terrible Donald Trump has been in rallies and speeches and interviews lately was pointed out in one of the anti-psychopath PAC's ads about Donald Trump's interview at the National Association of Black Journalists. And I want to check it out.
I want anybody running for president to take an aptitude test, to take a cognitive test. I think it's a great idea.
We agree, because you're insane.
She was Indian all the way, and then all of a sudden she made a turn, and she became a black person.
What does it mean to turn black?
She failed her law exam. She didn't pass her law exams.
Mr. President, are you saying she wouldn't pass? Just to be clear,
I'm just giving you the facts.
He did crap the bed today. The only question is whether he's going to roll around in it or get up and change his sheets.
Chuck Schumer has become a Palestinian. He's become a proud member of Hamas.
He did crap the bed today.
They couldn't get their equipment working or something. They have bad equipment. And the mics are really in lousy shape that happen to be taking black jobs. You had the best.
what exactly is a black job, sir?
A black job is anybody that has a job.
He did crap the bed today.
I don't think I've ever been asked the question in such a horrible manner. When you continue in a very hostile, nasty tone.
Why did you choose J.D. Vance?
I chose him because he's a very strong believer in work.
He did crap the bed today.
And then you were half an hour late, just so we understand, especially when you're 35 minutes late. You're the one that held me up at 35 minutes.
He did crap the bed today.
When Time Magazine asked you if you would consider pardoning all the rioters, you said, yes, absolutely.
Oh, absolutely, I would. I would pardon them.
Convicted.
And by the way, the Supreme Court just well...
He did crap the bed today.
Learn more at psychopac.org.
Donald Trump has never been right in the head. We know that to be true. He has some serious diagnosable flaws, but they are coming out more now than ever. We can see all the issues with Donald Trump because his back is up against the wall, not only because he knows he is staring down the barrel of a loss in this election, but that means because he won't be president, because he will be losing all of his power, he won't be able to abuse power to try to get himself free from his criminal liability. Donald Trump knows that if he doesn't win this election and can't continue to abuse our justice system, he will be going to jail. And that scares him more than anything. And when Donald Trump is scared, he lashes out and the worst parts of him come out. Not that the worst parts of him aren't always out. Any parts of Donald Trump really are the worst. But now more than ever, he is unraveling both mentally, and he is so angry and incompetent and unsettled, and he's unsettling voters. Everything he does backfires on him and makes his situation worse in the best possible way for us. And it makes me so happy, and I cannot wait to see Donald Trump's reaction to this billboard near Mar-a-Lago, because I know he'll be losing his mind. It's going to distract him. It's going to hurt his campaign, and I hope George Conway keeps it up, because this pack is fantastic. And if you like these videos, watching and reacting to all of George Conway's antics that are just poking the buttons of Donald Trump, make sure that you are subscribed to this channel, that you join this movement that we are building here. We are a new channel, like I've always said, but we are growing so fast because of you. And if you enjoy this channel, make sure to leave a like on this video. It really goes a long way. And if you want to support us a little bit extra, take an extra step. You can become a monthly member, an exclusive member of this channel, and get exclusive content and just help support what we're building. And until next time, I'll see you soon.